A commonly perpetuated myth is that supplementing melatonin stops your own production of melatonin. So over and over, evidence for this has been searched out. We're trying to find it. But as of yet, nothing has shown this to be the case. So you can put that on the back burner. If you're taking melatonin, you're concerned, am I suppressing my own production, stopping my own production, messing up my circadian rhythm? Evidence says no. So there are so many other factors, often completely overlooked, that do indeed decrease optimal metabolism of melatonin, such as being inside all day, consuming donuts and cereal and Beyond Meat burgers, fake butters, soda pop, not making exercise a priority, while at the same time downing, multiple helpings of caffeine throughout the day. Get this. One molecule of melatonin can quench 10 reactive oxygen species. Literally, the more untamed reactive oxygen species, the more oxidative stress we are under, and the faster our body ages and trends toward dysfunction. Less oxidative stress, better body. Do you have a stroke? Melatonin could help. Did you have a heart attack? Melatonin could help. Do you have autoimmunity, prescription drug abuse, or toxicity? Melatonin has high potential to help. Melatonin turns up the antioxidant enzymes and it turns down the inflammatory pro-oxidant promoting enzymes. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any opportunity to accumulate more health. Yes, melatonin is a big deal for sleep. I'm sure you've heard of it. That's why most people are using it. In itself, though, it's not going to just knock you out. But melatonin sets the stage for all the other players of sleep, of sedation, to do their thing. So without it, you're going to have trouble falling asleep. But this only scratches the surface of what melatonin's bodily secretions and its uses for us. But this only scratches the surface of melatonin's bodily secretions and uses. Melatonin is created in the digestive tract and plays a significant role in regulating intestinal motility. You may have heard of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, or SIBO, which essentially is a digestive system that has lost its capacity to consistently have motility going in the right direction. And this leads to a small intestinal infection because bacteria are getting to a place they should not be. So poor motility is a problem. Optimal GI production of melatonin can support gastric motility and overcoming SIBO. Melatonin is also an awesome balancer of the immune response. It helps break down fatty acids for energy. It supports, like I mentioned earlier, optimal heart function. Melatonin has also been shown to positively affect fertility and preeclampsia. The research here is really just getting started, and I think we're going to see crazy amazing stuff coming out as we look at melatonin and how it affects pregnancy. So how can we help our melatonin levels? For starters, we can take melatonin orally. We can apply it topically or spray it intranasally. Some people have wild, vivid dreams or may feel drowsy the following morning with too much melatonin. And if this is the case, then you may want to either take really small doses or less, or recognize that, hey, I have enough melatonin activity going on. I don't need to, be taking more. So, go another route to support yourself. I find with age and intensity of life, or even intensity of disease conditions, that the melatonin dreams and drowsiness really don't happen because these people are already in a state of greater oxidation. This is likely because with disease and dysfunction, the melatonin abundance in the body is decreased, it's dampened. So to create more of our own, which would be where I would start before pounding melatonin, consider just doing some things that would help your body create more melatonin. We want to ensure sunlight exposure, especially in the morning times and daily, even on cloudy days. Get out there in the sun and in the light, that is. Make sure you're getting sufficient protein from animal sources so that you have sufficient tryptophan, that amino acid, available to synthesize melatonin production. A whole foods rich and low processed food routine plays a huge role because zinc, magnesium, niacin, folate, B6, B12, These are all necessary components for melatonin creation. So I would talk to your doctor about melatonin. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it's worth trying. Consider doing even a dried urine melatonin test to see where your levels are at. But melatonin, I hear it all the time, often gets a bad rap. People blogging about, saying crazy things about it, when it's super benign, helps people all over the place. Majority of the aging population are deficient in melatonin, and potentially just getting melatonin in the system could be a huge player in modulating the immune system and supporting the whole nervous system and digestive system. I'm Dr. Matt. Keep accumulating health. Let me know how melatonin has treated you in the comments. And please like, subscribe, share this with your friends.